So first, let's look at how I show the flaws in my photos. So this pair of mountain khakis has a flaw on the back pocket. And what I like to do, I always have a pair of scissors at my photo table. So I can cut off dry cleaning tags, cut off stray threads, whatever it is. And I also use it as a pointer. So this pair of pants has some wear over the rear left pocket. And I like to take a picture farther back with the scissors on there pointing to where the flaw is. This gives the potential buyer a really good idea of what area of the article of clothing I'm talking about. Then next, I'll do a close-up. And this shows in detail what the flaw is. And I also really like it's compared to the tip of a pair of scissors, which I just feel like makes it look really small and insignificant. And so the buyer thinks, hey, maybe this isn't that big of a deal. Let me show you another one. I recently had this Columbia PFG, and you can see from this photo here, there's a flaw on the back of the shirt. I still picked it up because it was cheap and the flaw was on the back. Had that hole been on the front, I wouldn't have bothered with it, but it is what it is. So again, I'll take a photo showing most of the garment with the scissors laid on there so the buyer can see exactly where on the shirt the flaw is. And then I have a close-up showing that, yep, we got a tiny hole in the back. But hey, the shirt's vented anyway, little extra venting, no big deal. That's how I deal with it in pictures. I like doing that a lot better, the two photo system, rather than just showing the close-up. So when you get real close up, a lot of times the coloring looks bad, and it can be very hard to tell where actually on the garment it is, and you have to describe all that. And guess what? People don't like to read, which gets us to our next point. So here's the desktop version. This is when someone clicks on a listing from the search results, and right under the title you've got condition, pre-owned, and then you have your condition description, which is one of the fields when you're creating the listing. So it's right there, and I've got on here no stains, wear over the left pocket. But I also recommend that you go ahead and repeat that in the actual body of the description. And here's why. I have seen plenty of posts in thrifting groups and reselling groups on Facebook where someone's complaining about a return. And nobody likes returns, I don't, but with clothing it's gonna happen. And it's like, oh, another return because buyers can't read. But let me show you one thing that I think is potentially happening with the whole buyers don't read attitude. Okay, more than half of all internet traffic is mobile, meaning on a phone or a little bit on a tablet, but mostly a phone. And more than half of all eBay sales naturally take place on a phone, which means more than half of all of your eBay sales are taking place on a phone, probably through the mobile app, maybe the web browser. But check this out. If I'm shopping from the mobile app and I tap on a listing from search results, this is what I get. And notice it just says condition pre-owned. It doesn't show that condition description at all. And so from here, I can thumb through the photos or I can scroll down. If I scroll down, in the About This Item section, it says condition pre-owned. I actually have to tap into that as if it were an item specific to see that condition description. And that's why I recommend also adding it to the description, because your description does show. And if you keep it short, it will be visible from this screen. You can see mine's right here. No stains, wear over rear left pocket. Measures small compared to tag. And then if they do tap into that item description, it's going to be there as well. So that's how I deal with flaws in my photos. I put it in the condition description, and I recommend also copying that over to the body of your description as well, to give buyers as many chances as possible to read about or see and know that they're buying an item with a small flaw.